And I know they teach you that calories are not necessarily bad, but when you're budgeting for 1,200 and a freaking avocado half is like 300, it's making me feel so crappy. I lost 5 inches on my freaking waist, you guys. Say that I lost weight without really working out. I did want to change my food mindset, my relationship with food, but I had no idea how much it would change from this program. Hey you guys, it's Michelle here. If you're new here, hello. I do monthly challenges and I show you the results, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I also show you weekly updates on my journaling and how I plan for the week. So if that sounds interesting, please subscribe for more. This video basically shows what happens on my first 7 weeks on Noom and what are those results at the end. So I'll take you straight into the video. I only have like 53 calories left in my food budget today, which I like expended basically at 10 this morning, which is annoying because then at like 1 p.m. I'm like, great, I only have 54 calories or however many calories for the rest of the day. And I'm trying not to focus on that. It is super hard not to, but if at the end of the day it's calories that count, well, I'm pretty much at my limit today, so I'm going to respect that, and if I do feel like I need to eat later, then I'm going to, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be within my budget. Steak. Okay, here's my other gripe. I had an avocado this morning and quinoa and leftover steak. Those things are relatively healthy. Steak, okay, maybe not, but avocado is green. It is a fruit vegetable thing. And I don't know how many calories. I'll flash it on the screen, but it was a significant amount of calories. And I know they teach you that calories are not necessarily bad, but when you're budgeting for 1,200 and a freaking avocado half is like 300, it sucks. And then quinoa, nutritionally, I think is better than rice, white rice at least. But it is way denser in calories. So the quinoa and the avocado, two relatively pretty healthy things, are not healthy in terms of Noom. And they keep telling you, stop like labeling your foods. And it's hard because they give you a budget. And there are certain foods that are red and certain foods that are high calorie. And those are just two things that are just high calorie. And so it's making me feel so crappy. I wanted to share this morning something psychologically has changed in me. So I wanted to share it. I have been craving fish and chips all week. I just checked how many calories the fish in fish and chips is, and it's about 650 calories. So instead of telling myself, no, you can't have fish and chips, I've scheduled today to have fish and chips and kind of rearrange my calorie budget to fit it in there. So this morning, in order to be able to have fish and chips, I am making, this is salad. This is just chicken salad with mozzarella and honey mustard dressing and lemon. And this is some oats, with some turmeric, cinnamon, and brown sugar. Okay, yes. The chicken and the cheese in here are going to make it a little bit higher calorie than I wanted it. But hey, I'm doing something to fit something into my budget, and I'm planning for it. And I'm not using the all or nothing, like you can't have that mindset, which is what I used to have. And so that to me is huge because I've never done that. And I've never okay, let me plan out my day. Let me have a salad instead of like a donut or something in the morning. I usually just go with my cravings. I'm not really craving these things, but I know that I'm craving fish and chips, and I'm going to reward myself for that by planning it all out. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's really cool and different. And hopefully this will translate into healthier eating. Morning. I am starting off the week with a salad and some sourdough and some cheese, and I feel weird starting the day off with a salad, but I think it's just the best way to go. I actually wrote down what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. I had a bit of anxiety at first doing that because I listed specifically each meal, but I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it in that order. I don't know if I want pho for lunch. What if I want it for dinner? And I had this weird panic attack, if I don't follow it specifically and exactly, that I don't know, the whole world is gonna fall apart for some reason. I made some sourdough bread last night and set some aside for us, and then had Tony bring the rest to work. Basically because I don't want to eat the entire loaf because I can, but I wanted to enjoy it still, right? It's not like an evil thing. I just have to eat it in moderation, and that's really hard for me to do if it's there, so it's off to work with him. This is breakfast this morning. Yes, that is chocolate-covered strawberries for breakfast, and these are egg whites and Cheerios and milk. Breakfast. I really wanted a mochi ball, but this will do for now. This is just cantaloupe with Li Hing on the top. Yummy! Mango chicken salad. I just wanted to share with you my cheat day. Not that technically a cheat day because I'm trying to actually stay within my budget of 1,200 calories. I wanted to show you what it looks like to still have fun with food even though you're budgeting. I budgeted for 2 chocolate chip cookies, and this is 4 because 2 are going to be for my son later. 4 chicken wings and 2 slices of pizza. So the chicken wings were supposed to be for lunch, and the pizza was supposed to be for dinner. I ate the chicken wings and pizza, and I'm about to have freaking chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, that's just how it rolls some days, and now that I'm like more aware of what I'm doing and how I'm eating and how many calories everything is, and it's not as dramatic, and I feel like this is good. This is like good progress, because I usually would feel guilty and like it's 2 steps back if I did have a cheat day today, and I probably will likely not stay under my budget today, but that's okay. I think most of this week I've hit under or just above my budget, so I feel like that's okay. Like, that's okay to cheat one day, you know? Cheat. You're still aware. I'm still aware of like what I'm putting in my body and how many calories it is. Anyways, quick share. Just wanted to share how these cookies turned out. They look so pretty. I don't know why. Okay, check out these super ugly chocolate covered strawberries. I'm eating them. Alright, I really did not want to make the salad, but I made the salad. I just cooked the chicken, added some romaine lettuce, some parmesan and lemon, and accidentally put some sweet and sour dressing when I meant to put honey mustard, so they're both in there. And yeah, that's that. To edit, and I wanted to just take this time and just reflect on my journey so far and my relationship to food, how much weight I've lost and whatnot. I had pizza for lunch as well as chicken wings. I also had cookies, and all of that was done guilt-free because I had planned for it and I enjoyed it. I did not ever think that. I always thought that that's how you were supposed to feel. I thought you were supposed to feel guilty with every bite of a bad food that you have. And right at this moment, I am probably the happiest thinking about my relationship with food, because I can have things like a chicken wing, like pizza, like a cookie without feeling guilty and feeling also in control about all of the things that I'm like eating that day. So it's crazy how you are taught to feel things that are bad when, yeah, it's sugar, yeah, it's carbs, yeah, it's all these different bad things, but you should enjoy them when you are able to and when you're in control. You should never feel terrible about what you're eating. Now that I've gained that control and that mindset and knowing when is enough, knowing that I'm satiated, knowing what is moderation, or when I'm eating in moderation, I think I don't look where I want to be, but I'm on my way there. Morning. I feel like I'm having a tough day in terms of food. I'm really craving sugar. Hi, so just wanted to give you an update. I am under 140 pounds for the first time on this diet, which is really awesome, which means right now I've lost 6 pounds. Wow, that's 6 pounds. Wow, that's a lot more than I calculated in my head. It took a month and a half to get to those 6 pounds, or to shed those 6 pounds. Those 6 pounds primarily were done through changing my eating. I know that it took a while to lose those 6 pounds, but I am smaller. It takes a long time for me to lose weight, so it makes sense that I'm finally starting to see the scale move after all this time, and so I'm okay with it being a slow journey, but it's cool that I am able to say that I lost weight without really working out. I am planning to start moving a little bit more, but I'm not making it a priority at this point, because I think right now I can always add in movement to my day, and I'm happy to do that. That to me is easy. The hard part is eating in a healthy manner, in moderation. So I'm going to keep focusing on that and then add in movement whenever I feel comfortable. I forgot. I should also mention that it has been fun. Experimenting with new foods, listening to lessons. It's been actually really enjoyable so far. Learning about everything that I'm doing wrong. I know that won't be fun for everyone, but I've always eaten the way I've eaten up until I started Noom, and so it's so good to hear and feel really happy with my eating, and I feel like I know what I'm putting in my body a little bit better. I'm digging it so far, you guys. I'm on the noon train. Choo choo. Okay, I didn't do that. I just didn't do that. Pretend like you didn't see that. Another random update that I keep forgetting to add. I know this was a monthly challenge and I wanted to just do it for February, but I am kind of locked in because I paid $120 for 4 months, so I believe that's until June. So I'm just gonna keep doing Noom until my subscription runs out. That just makes the most monetary sense to me. Sorry, that mirror is freaking me out. All right, or I'm going to talk about my results on Noom via a Google spreadsheet. We're going to talk about the data on the chart because I think that's really important to show you all the different things and the data points that I have to explain my results. So without further ado, we're going to start on this weight graph. As you see here, my starting weight was 144.4. After 7 weeks on Noom, my ending weight is 138.6. Do notice, though, that there are very many fluctuations. Not a linear thing at all. It never is. The day before, I weighed 138.6 and weighed in on that day, I weighed 140. So just to show you that your weight fluctuates a lot. And I know I talked about that in the first video, but I really, really want to drive that point home. On this day, I weighed 144, which is practically my starting weight. So with the fluctuations, I wanted to also highlight where the trend of this weight was going. And so I put this yellow trend line here, and as you see, it's decreasing. The next graph I want to show you are my calories. So the yellow dotted line right here is showing you what 1200 calories is. And 1200 calories are the amount of calories that in order to get my goal weight, and I think it's about losing 2 pounds a week, that is the amount of calories that I'm allowed every day. This is a line of where my weight was trending given the calorie data. Also look how much it fluctuates each day. I tried to hit around 1200 calories. Some days it's not good. It's not good. Some days I really hit 2,000 calories, and some days I went way under. The thing is that I want to point out with these graphs is that we are human. I'm not a robot, and I didn't hit 1200 calories every single day exactly. In general, I was trending towards that line of 1200 calories, but most days, a lot of the days, I didn't get that. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay if you mess up one day. I was really scared that if I went over one day, I did 2,500 calories, which is twice as much as I'm allowed, right? So my biggest thing with the stat is it shows me, okay, like I can mess up a day really badly. I can have twice as many calories that I'm allowed, and I can still succeed in the end. And I hope that you bring that message home as well. It's okay to mess up a day. You don't have to throw everything away. Not letting that unsuccessful day or speak to the rest of my results, right? So don't let one bad day trip you up. You're going to have one day where you might weigh 3 pounds more than the day before. But if you look at and zoom out and look at all the data, you can see, okay, maybe I gained 3 pounds that one day, but overall, I'm trending downwards. I'm trending towards my goal. That is what I want you to take away from this. Let's go on to how I actually achieve those results, which I think is the more interesting thing. So I'll see you there. You guys, I totally forgot to show you the data on the most important thing that I took measurements on. So I took my measurements in eight different body measurements from about a month after I started Noom. The difference is crazy to me. So my bust area, I lost 1.5 inches. My left arm, I didn't lose anything or any inches. And my right arm, for some reason, lost 25 inches, but my left arm didn't. I kind of think it's because I'm right arm dominant or right side dominant. So I think I used a little bit more. So that way my right arm lost inches. I'm not really sure why. My waist. This is a huge one. This is the one I actually had to recheck like 3 or 4 times because I was so confused about the number because I was like, there's no way that I lost 5 inches on my waist. I lost 5 inches on my freaking waist, you guys. I'm proud of myself. Like, that's really cool that maybe I only lost like 4 pounds, 5 pounds, but I lost 5 inches on my waist. Ah, that's crazy. I'm super excited about that. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. 12 inches on my waist. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, I think sorry. Oh, my hips. My hips, I was actually, 38. Sorry, I mistyped. 38 pounds. Or 30 pounds. 38 inches. Um, so I only lost 2 inches on my waist, but that is still freaking crazy. My left and right thighs gained an inch, and I think it was because I was squatting a lot with my child and picking her up, and she did gain weight over the month and has been wanting to be picked up more. So I think that's why, but at least both of those legs and thighs gained the same amount, and they're even now. But on my butt, I lost 1.5 inches, which honestly, I would be okay if I gained inches here because I like to be packing, but that's okay. We still lost something. That's cool. Hey, I'm not going to complain about that either. So overall, I had a really good month on Noom. This is another key thing that I wanted to mention to you. It is important to not only take weight measurements, but other measurements as well. Like, I'm so glad that I took these measurements because if I did not, I think I would be pretty disappointed with my weight loss. Hey everyone, I'm realizing that I didn't film an outro to this video, so I'm wondering if there are any other questions that you have about Noom. Please leave them in the comments below and I will make a video about them. I'm planning to make a frequently asked questions video to talk about like what Noom actually looks like, taking you through the app a little bit more in depth with the app so that you guys can have an idea of what the app looks like. What else? What else did I miss? I would love to address your questions. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what I was missing, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.